The strategic reach of Imperial Japan, from land-based bombers to flying boats, transports to reconnaissance aircraft, 23 production types that supported the Pacific War effort. These machines carried bombs to distant targets, patrolled vast ocean expanses, transported troops and supplies across Asia. Heavy bombers that terrorized Allied shipping, flying boats with incredible range, workhorses that kept Japan's war machine functioning until final defeat.
Navy, land-based bombers. Let's begin with the Navy's land-based bombing force. Mitsubishi G3M Nell 1048 produced medium bomber. 2 Mitsubishi Kinsei 45 engines, 1075 horsepower each, 258 miles per hour. 2 20mm cannons, 3 7.7mm guns, 1,764-pound torpedo or bombs. Excellent range enabled Pearl Harbor attack from distant bases. Sank British battleships Prince of Wales and Repulse, December 1941. Vulnerable to fighters, lacked armor protection. Obsolete by 1943. Mitsubishi G4M Betty, 2,446 produced, most numerous Navy bomber. 2 Mitsubishi Kase 25 engines, 1,850 horsepower each, 272 miles per hour. 4 20mm cannons, 3 7.7mm guns, torpedo or 2,200-pound bomb load. Incredible 2,300-mile range. Unprotected fuel tanks earned Flying Lighter nickname. Easy to ignite when hit. Carried Oka suicide weapons in final year. Yokosuka P1Y Ginga Francis, 1,102 produced, fast twin-engine bomber. 2 Nakajima Homare 11 engines, 1,820 horsepower each, 340 miles per hour. 2 20mm cannons, 1 13mm gun, 2,200-pound bomb or torpedo. Speed made it effective night fighter variant. Arrived 1944, too late for carrier operations. Engine reliability problems plagued service throughout. Army bombers. Moving on to the Army's bombing aircraft. Mitsubishi Ki-21 Sally, 2064 produced, Army heavy bomber. 2 Mitsubishi HA-101 engines, 1,450 horsepower each, 302 miles per hour. 1 12.7mm gun, 5 7.7mm guns, 2,200-pound bomb load. Backbone of Army bomber force throughout war. Operated every Asian theater. Obsolete by 1943 but continued service. Vulnerable to modern fighters, heavy losses. Mitsubishi Ki-67 Hiryu Peggy, 767 produced, best Japanese bomber. 2 Mitsubishi HA-104 engines, 1,900 horsepower each, 334 miles per hour. 1 20mm cannon, 4 12.7mm guns, 2,200-pound bombs or torpedo. Fast, maneuverable, well-armed, armored, could perform loops like fighter. Arrived late 1944. Manufacturing difficulties limited production. Excellent design wasted by timing. Kawasaki Ki-48 Lily, 1,977 produced, light bomber. 2 Nakajima HA-115 engines, 1,150 horsepower each, 314 miles per hour. 3 7.7mm guns, 882-pound bomb load. Fast but inadequate payload. Widely used China, Philippines. Vulnerable to Allied fighters. Small bomb load reduced effectiveness. Better suited reconnaissance than bombing role. Mitsubishi Ki-30ANN 704 produced, early light bomber. Nakajima HA-5 engine, 950 horsepower, 263 miles per hour. 1 7.7mm rear gun, 882-pound bomb load. Fixed landing gear, 2-seat design. Effective China 1938 to 1941. Completely obsolete by Pacific War. Withdrawn from front line 1942. Used training, liaison duties thereafter. Kawasaki Ki-32 Mary, 854 produced, light bomber. Kawasaki HA-92B engine, 850 horsepower,
263 miles per hour. One 7.7mm rear gun, 992-pound bomb load. Served alongside Ki-30 in China. Fixed landing gear, limited performance. Withdrawn frontline service 1942. Relegated training, second-line duties. Similar fate to Ki-30. Mitsubishi Ki-51 Sonya, 2,385 produced. Ground attack aircraft. Mitsubishi HA-26 two-engine, 940 horsepower, 263 miles per hour. Three 7.7mm guns, 441-pound bombs. Slow but rugged, maneuverable. Perfect jungle warfare, close support. Protected pilot with armor, self-sealing tanks. Effective throughout war in ground attack role despite modest performance. Nakajima Ki-49 Donryu Helen, 819 produced, heavy bomber. Two Nakajima HA-109 engines, 1,450 horsepower each, 306 miles per hour. One 20mm cannon, five 12.7mm guns, 2,200-pound bombs. Designed as long-range heavy bomber escort. Underpowered, failed its intended role. Marginally effective as bomber. Disappointing performance throughout service. Maritime and flying boats. Next, the Maritime Patrol and Flying Boat Aircraft. Kawanishi H-6K Mavis 217 produced. Long-range flying boat. Four Mitsubishi Kinsei 43 engines, 1,000 horsepower each, 211 miles per hour. Four 20mm cannons, four 7.7mm guns, 2,200-pound bombs or torpedoes. Parasol wing design, massive range 2,800 miles. Dominated Pacific patrols early war. Vulnerable to fighters, withdrawn from combat zones 1943. Transport role thereafter. Kawanishi H-8K Emily 167 produced. Best Allied flying boat equal. Four Mitsubishi Kase 22 engines, 1,850 horsepower each, 290 miles per hour. Five 20mm cannons, five 7.7mm guns, 4,400-pound bombs or torpedoes. Heavily armed, well protected, incredible 4,400-mile range. Respected by Allied pilots. Fast enough to escape some interceptors. Outstanding design, too few built. Aichi E-13A Jake, 1,418 produced. Standard reconnaissance float plane. Mitsubishi Kinsei 43 engine, 1,080 horsepower, 234 miles per hour. One 7.7mm rear gun, 551-pound bombs. Launched from cruisers, battleships. Long-range reconnaissance missions. Observed Pearl Harbor before attack. Versatile, reliable throughout war. Most numerous Japanese reconnaissance float plane. Mitsubishi F-1M. Pete 1,118 produced. Observation biplane float plane. Mitsubishi Zuisei. 13 engine, 875 horsepower, 230 miles per hour. Three 7.7mm guns, 264-pound bombs. Despite biplane configuration, surprisingly agile, could dogfight Allied fighters successfully. Reconnaissance, convoy escort, anti-submarine work. Reliable workhorse throughout war despite obsolete appearance. Nakajima E-8. N. Dave 755 produced. Catapult-launched float plane. Nakajima Kotobuki, 2-engine, 580 horsepower, 184 miles per hour. Two 7.7mm guns, 264-pound bombs. Biplane design, launched from battleships, cruisers. Spotting artillery fire, reconnaissance missions. Obsolete by 1942, but continued service. Simple, reliable, adequate for spotting role. Yokosuka E-14Y Glen, 138 produced. Submarine-launched reconnaissance float plane. Hitachi Tempu 12-engine, 340 horsepower, 153 miles per hour. One 7.7mm rear gun.
Tiny aircraft, stored in submarine hangar. Only aircraft to bomb U.S. mainland during war. Reconnaissance missions, surveillance. Limited production due to specialized role. Remarkable achievement despite small numbers. Transport aircraft. Now the transport and utility aircraft. Showa/Nakajima L2D. Tabby 487 produced. License-built DC-3. 2 Mitsubishi Kinsei 51 engines, 1,000 horsepower each, 210 miles per hour. Unarmed transport, 21 passengers or cargo. Ironically, Japan flew same transport as enemies. Reliable, essential for island supply missions. Vulnerable to fighters, many losses. Operated throughout occupied territories until defeat. Mitsubishi Ki-57 Topsy 507 produced. Transport version of Ki-21 bomber. 2 Mitsubishi HA-101 engines, 1,450 horsepower each, 292 miles per hour. Unarmed or lightly armed, 11 passengers. Primary personnel transport for Army. Shared Ki-21 structure, reliable. Heavy losses to Allied fighters. Operated China, Southeast Asia, Pacific Islands throughout war. Tachikawa Ki-54 Hickory, 1,368 produced. Twin-engine utility aircraft. 2 Hitachi HA-13A engines, 510 horsepower each, 230 miles per hour. Unarmed transport, crew trainer, VIP transport roles. Versatile multi-role design. Pilot training, transport missions, communications. One of few aircraft that served adequately in multiple roles. Reliable throughout service. Nakajima Ki-34 Thora, 351 produced, light transport. Nakajima HA-1B engine, 710 horsepower, 227 miles per hour. Unarmed, 8 passengers. Simple, reliable design. Operated throughout occupied territories. Transport troops, supplies, wounded. Adequate performance for transport role. Operated alongside larger transports in support network. Reconnaissance aircraft. Finally, the land-based reconnaissance types. Mitsubishi Ki-15 Babs 483 produced, high-speed reconnaissance aircraft. Nakajima HA-8 engine, 900 horsepower, 298 miles per hour. 1 7.7mm rear gun. First Japanese aircraft to fly Tokyo to London before war. Speed provided protection early war. Obsolete by 1942 as Allied fighters improved. Relegated training, liaison duties. Historic achievement overshadowed by wartime obsolescence. Tachikawa Ki-36 Ida, 1,334 produced, Army cooperation aircraft. Hitachi HA-13A engine, 510 horsepower, 217 miles per hour. 2 7.7mm guns. STOL capability, operated from rough airstrips. Spotting, liaison, light attack. Slow, vulnerable to fighters. Effective in cooperation role despite limitations. Served throughout war in secondary theaters. Kyushu Q-1W, Tokai, Lorna, 153 produced, anti-submarine patrol aircraft. Hitachi GK-2B, Amakaze, 21 engine, 610 horsepower, 200 miles per hour. 2 20mm cannons, depth charges or bombs. Only Japanese aircraft designed specifically for ASW. Magnetic anomaly detector, radar equipped. Too few, arrived too late. Advanced features wasted by insufficient numbers. From Nell's daring attacks to Emily's ocean patrols, from Tabby's island supply runs to Lorna's submarine hunts, these 23 aircraft sustained Japan's war effort. The Betty's incredible range came at fatal cost. Sally carried bombs across Asia for 4 years.
Emily matched anything the Allies fielded but was produced in tiny numbers. Transport aircraft kept island garrisons supplied until overwhelmed. Reconnaissance float planes launched from every warship. Each design represented Japan's strategic needs: long-range, multi-role capability, operating from limited infrastructure. By 1945, fuel shortages grounded most. Allied air superiority made flights suicidal. These bombers, transports, and patrol aircraft fought an impossible war of logistics and attrition. They lost.